Lisa, draw me a picture of a sheep.
What's that? Whoa, my goodness! Where have you come from?
Draw me a sheep.
Draw you a sheep? We're in the middle of the Sahara Desert, and you want me to draw you a sheep? Where from?
If you please, draw me a sheep.
I can't draw you a sheep. I'll draw you something else. Do you know what that is?
It's a snake with an elephant inside it. The snake has just eaten the elephant.
How did you guess? Whenever I draw this picture, people always think it's a hat.
How silly! Of course it's not a hat, but I don't like it.
Why not?
Snakes are dangerous. Draw me a sheep. No, this tip's too thin.
How about this one?
Too old.
You're very difficult to please. I've got to mend this airplane before dark.
But I want you to draw me a sheep.
Well, this is the last time then. Here you are. This is only its box. The sheep you asked for is inside.
That's perfect! Will it eat a lot of grass?
Why do you ask?
The place where I live is very small. There's not much grass there.
Oh, don't worry. The sheep in that box is a very tiny one. It won't eat much. Now, tell me, where do you come from?
What is that?
It's an airplane. It flies in the sky.
So, you come from the sky too. What's the name of your planet?
Do you come from another planet?
Yes, I come from a very tiny planet. It's about the same size as a house.
Well, that's very tiny. Well, my little man, I've done your picture of a sheep. What are you staring at?
I like watching a sunset. Shall we watch a sunset now?
It's too early. We must wait for evening.
I'm very fond of sunsets. You see, on my planet, there's nothing else to do. It's my only joy. But we have lots of sunsets.
How often?
My planet is so small that I can see many sunsets every day. One day, I saw 40 sunsets. The sunset is so beautiful. Such lovely colors changing. Especially when you're sad.
Were you sad on the day you saw 44 sunsets?
Can a sheep eat flowers with thorns? Roses, for example.
Yes, they can eat flowers with thorns.
But
Now, please excuse me. As you can see, I'm very busy to try to mend this engine.
why do flowers have thorns?
Look, my little man, I don't have time to answer all your questions. If I can't mend this engine by nightfall, I'll never be able to live. I don't have any water left. We both die of thirst here in the desert. Now, stop Stop all chat about sheep and flowers and gods! Can't you see how busy I am? This job is far more important!
Far more important! You talk just like a typical grown-up. I have one little flower on my planet, which only grows on my little planet. What if a sheep could eat my flower? All the stars in the sky will be darkened. And you think that is not important?
The flower that you love is not in danger. Listen, I'll draw a muzzle over the mouth of the sheep, so it won't be able to eat your flower. And that is how I met the strange little fellow, the little prince. I wanted to know more about him and why he came here to Earth. He said it all started with his rose. One day on his planet, a seed came blowing from somewhere far away and grew up day by day, becoming more and more beautiful. It didn't open its petals immediately. It wasn't in a hurry at all.
Then one day, she opened her petals. Oh, how beautiful you are! Oh, how sleepy I am this morning. I've hardly woken up. Please excuse me, I'm not ready to be seen. My petals are still all disarranged. What did you say? I said, how beautiful you are. Yes, I quite agree. I am beautiful, aren't I? And now, if you don't mind, I think it's time for breakfast. Why, of course, your breakfast. Here you are, my dear Rose, your breakfast. If you please, if you water me too much on one side, I want to grow up straight. And it's most important for my beauty that I grow perfectly well balanced on both sides. Yes, I understand. I'm so sorry. Would you straighten these leaves a little? They seem to be a little ruffled. They must be perfectly smooth and beautifully arranged. And be careful of my thorns. Your thorns? What are they? I have 4 beautiful thorns. Look, they're on either side. How very strange! What are they for? They look very dangerous, very sharp. Yes, they are my secret weapon to protect me from my enemies. Enemies? Do you have enemies? Of course, I have enemies, but with these thorns, I feel perfectly safe. Just let the tigers come near me with their claws. I'll soon defeat them with my sword. Don't worry, dear Rose. There aren't any tigers on my planet. I'm not afraid of tigers at all, but I do have trouble with cold weather. Even the slightest little bit of it irritates me. It upsets the symmetry of my petals. Even now, I can feel a very faint breeze behind me. Do you have such a thing as a screen? I felt you one. And that night, you must come me with gas globe. It's rather cold here on your planet, in the place where I come from. But how can you know where you come from? When you came here, you were only tiny seed. I asked you to find me a screen, a bad cough already. I've only been on the silly planet of Earth for a short time. I'll pet you. This rose is extremely pretty. But she's a rather complex creature. Listen, dearest Rose, I've decided to leave my planet. I placed this screen to protect you. And then I must say goodbye. I've been rather silly. I know I'm rather difficult to please. Are you really going to leave? Yes, I've decided. Please forgive me. I've been rather selfish. And wherever you go, please try to be happy. Of course, I love you. But maybe you can't understand that. But never mind. Try to be happy. Thank you. But I don't think I'll need that anymore. But the wind, you get cold. My cough isn't that bad. Perhaps the cool night air will do me good. After all, I am a flower. It will be lonely without you. You'll be far away. Is there anything I can do for you before I go? No, don't wait any longer. You've decided to leave. Now, please go. Goodbye, Rose.
So the little prince escaped from his planet. It was very hard for him to say goodbye because he was in love with his rose. But when she told him about her thorns and about tigers and their claws, he was upset. He wanted to feel tenderness and pity, but somehow he couldn't. He couldn't understand her beauty. The flowers are so vain, so self-centered, but he was too young to love, too young to understand. After he left his planet, he visited 6 planets before he came here. The first was inhabited by a king.
Oh, here comes one of my subjects. Approach, so that I may see you better. I'm extremely glad to meet one of my subjects.
How do you know who I am? You've never seen me before.
I know all my subjects. You are the first I have met face to face.
How many subjects do you have?
As far as I know, just one. Yourself.
I'm extremely tired.
It's extremely bad manners to yawn in the presence of the king. Quite against the rules.
I'm so sorry. I've been on a very long journey. I haven't had any sleep.
In that case, I order you to yawn. It's years and years since I've seen anyone yawning. So, do as I say, yawn again. Yawn! It's an order.
But I can't. It's impossible to yawn on purpose.
Then I must order you to do something else. It doesn't really matter what I order you to do, as long as you respect my authority. I am an absolute monarch. I expect everybody to obey my orders immediately and completely.
I'm extremely tired. Oh. Sorry. You see? I'm young again. Quite my chance. May I sit down?
I order you to sit down.
Your Majesty, may I ask you a question?
I order you to ask me a question.
Your Majesty, if you are the king of this planet, what do you rule over?
I rule over everything. I'm the king of the whole planet. I rule over all the other planets too. And over all the stars in the universe.
And do the stars obey you?
Absolutely. They do everything I say. Everybody and everything has to obey me. I am the king.
Would you order something for me then, Your Majesty?
It shall be done instantly. What shall I order?
I'm very fond of sunset. Please order me a sunset.
Of course, you shall have your sunset. I shall order your sunset. But my scientific advisors have advised me to wait until the proper time.
When will that be?
That will be about this evening at about 20 minutes past 7. Please wait until then. Then you will see how well I am obeyed.
Oh, I didn't think I'd have to wait so long. I'll continue with my journey.
No! I haven't ordered you to leave yet. Stay! I will make you Prime Minister.
Prime Minister?
Yes, you can serve under me.
I'd prefer to leave.
But I haven't ordered you to leave.
No matter, I'm still leaving.
In that case, I will make you my world ambassador. I order you to make a journey. You may go. I order you to go. Dismiss!
These grown-ups are very strange.
So the king, alone on his little planet, was living in his make-believe world. He was very grand and proud, but he had no real power at all. No subjects, no kingdom, nothing. So he made the little prince feel rather sad. So the little fellow left the king to his delusions. After he left the king's planet, the second planet, there was an extremely conceited man full of vanity. He thought everyone admired him.
Here comes from my admirers. Wonderful! I like everyone to admire me. I'm such a wonderful person. Oh, hello there. Have you come to admire me?
Good morning. I see you're wearing a hat.
Yes, this hat is for saluting people. Whenever people admire me, I raise my hat in acknowledgement. Clap your hands one against the other. Oh, thank you.
Well, this is more entertaining my visit to the lonely king. Let me try it again.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderful! Once more!
Oh, thank you. Again, please. Oh, thank you. Again.
And now try it over there. Please clap where he asks you to.
Good idea. Clap your hands now, everybody. Clap, clap, clap. Oh, thank you. Don't you think that I'm a wonderful chap? Clap, 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 please. Yes, just like that. Oh, thank you. Every time we do it, I will raise my hand.
But don't you get bored?
I'm always happy to hear people clapping. Do you really admire me?
What's the meaning of admire?
Don't you know? To admire me means that you see, I'm the most handsome, the best dressed, the richest, the most intelligent man on this planet.
But you are the only man on this planet.
Never mind, I'm still the most wonderful man. Please continue admiring me.
I admire you. Yes, these grown-ups certainly are very old. Most peculiar.
So, the little prince soon became bored with the conceited man. His constant need for praise showed he only cared about his ego. His superficial character was as empty as his head. The third planet was no better. It was inhabited by a heavy drinker.
Tell me, sir, what are you doing here?
As you can see, I am drinking. I have been drinking. I am drinking and I will continue drinking.
But why are you drinking?
I am drinking so that I may forget.
Forget? Forget what?
So that I can forget that I am drinking. I mean, to forget that I'm ashamed.
Ashamed? What are you ashamed of?
I'm ashamed of drinking. Why? All this drink is mine. But no matter what I drink, it never makes me fall. Beer, wine, and whiskey, whatever drink you name, they'll fill me up with nothing But shame, shame, shame.
Extraordinary! These grown-ups are so strange!
So the little prince did not like seeing people drinking like that. It made him depressed. The heavy drinker's addiction to alcohol prevented him from having a meaningful relationship with anything other than drinking. The little fellow soon left. On the fourth planet, he met a businessman.
Good morning. Your cigarette has gone out.
3 and 2 make 5, 5 and 7 make 12, 12 and 3 make 15. Good morning! 15 and 7 make 22, 22 and 6 make 28. I haven't time to light my cigarette again! 700. That all makes, I haven't light, 28 and 3 make 31. Phew! Then all that makes 501,622,731.
500 million. What?
Eh? What's there? Are you still there? 501 million. Well, I can't stop. I have so much to do. I'm concerned with matters of great importance. I've got no time for nonsense. 2, 5, 7.
501 million. What?
During the 54 years that I have inhabited this planet, I have been disturbed only 3 times. The first time was 22 years ago, when a stupid duck fell out from the sky, right down here on my desk. Suddenly, without warning, he made the most frightful quacking noise. Quack, 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 quack. I made 4 mistakes in my calculations. The second time, 11 years ago, I was disturbed by an acute attack of rheumatism in my back. You see, I don't get enough exercise. I have no time to waste walking about for my health. Then, the third time. Well, this is the third time don't disturb me. So, what was it? Yes, 501 millions.
Millions of what?
Millions of those little objects which you sometimes see in the sky.
Hummingbird? Bee? Firefly?
No. Little golden objects that cause lazy people to spend all their time dreaming. As for me, I'm concerned with matters of importance. I have no time for idle dreaming.
Ah, I
that's it, the stars.
And what do you do with 500 million of stars?
Nothing. I own them. They belong to me.
And what do you do with all those stars?
I manage them. I count them. And when I've calculated the number, I count them all over again. It's a very important job.
But if I own a flower, I can pick that flower and take it home. But not you. You can't pick the stars like flowers.
That's true. But I can put them in the bank.
A bank?
Putting them in the bank means that I write the number of my stars on a little piece of paper. And then I put this paper in a safe and lock it with a key.
But why?
Because it's important.
I own a beautiful flower. I water it every day, so I am extremely useful to the flower. But you are of no use to the stars at all. They don't need you. Long naps, certainly, absolutely, amazing.
The little prince could not understand the businessman's obsession with counting stars. He only cared about wealth and positions, but failed to appreciate the beauty and wonder of the stars themselves. The fifth planet was the smallest of them all. It was just big enough for a man to stand on. One man and a city lamp. The man was a lamplighter.
Good morning, sir. Why have you just put your lamp out?
Those are the orders. Good morning.
What are the orders?
The orders are that I put my lamp out. Good evening.
But why have you lighted it again?
There is nothing to understand. Orders are orders. Good morning. Good evening. This is a terrible job. In the old days, it was quite reasonable. I put lamp up in the morning and in the evening and lighted it again. I have rest of the day for relaxation and rest of the night for sleep.
And have the orders been changed since that time?
No, they have been changing. That's a problem. Year by year, this planet has been turning more and more quickly. So each day has been becoming shorter and shorter. It used to take a whole day to turn once. Then it took only a few hours. Now, it makes a complete turn every few minutes. So I don't have a single moment to take a rest. Once every minute, I have to light the lamp, and 1 minute later, I have to put it up again. Good evening, or good morning.
That's crazy. You mean to say this planet spinning so fast now that one day only 1 minute? How funny!
It's not funny at all. Good evening. While we've been talking, several weeks have passed by.
Several weeks?
Yes, many days, several weeks. 5 minutes, 5 days, 10 minutes, 10 days, 20 minutes, 20 days, and so on. Good morning. I'm so tired.
I think you are a very good policewoman to follow your orders so carefully.
Maybe, but I do need a long sleep. But I can't, because I'm always walking round and round, putting lamp out, then lighting it again. Good evening.
I wish I could help you.
Thank you. But nobody can help me. Good morning.
The little prince admired the lamplighter. He wasn't selfish, like the lonely king, the conceited man, the heavy drinker, or the businessman. Only the lamplighter cared about obeying orders and doing his duty. Every time he lights his lamp, he gives life to a new star or to a new flower. When he puts his lamp out, he puts the star or flower to sleep. The sixth planet was 10 times bigger. It was inhabited by a very old man, surrounded by lots of books.
What's this book? What are you doing?
I'm a map maker.
What's a map maker?
Simple. A maker of maps. I make maps of the world. I make maps of the planets. I make maps of the stars. It's my business to know where everything is. I know the positions of all the seas, of all the rivers and towns, and all the lakes and mountains.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
At last, I've met someone who has real proper job. Your planet is very beautiful. Do you have any oceans on your planet?
Oceans? I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
What a pity. Do you have any mountain?
I haven't the faintest idea.
But you're a map maker. You ought to know everything about your planet.
Exactly. But I'm not an explorer. I don't have a single explorer on my planet. It's not a map maker who goes around counting all the mountains, towns, rivers and sea. A map maker's far too important to waste his time wandering around, counting everything and discovering this and that. A map maker must stay at his desk, as I am now. He is visited by explorers, and he makes his maps based on what they tell him. You've come from far away, haven't you? You're an explorer, aren't you? Oh, tell me all about where you come from. Tell me about your planet, and I'll make a new map.
interesting. But there is a flower.
Flowers are not important. I don't put flowers on my map. No, maps don't have flowers on them.
But why? My flower is the most beautiful thing on my planet.
We don't put flowers on maps because flowers are not eternal. They soon fade away. They're ephemeral. Maps show only important things like mountains that stay in the same place forever. Flowers are not eternal. They have a short life. They're ephemeral.
What does ephemera mean?
Well, just that. Not eternal. Having a short life. Soon disappearing. That's what ephemeral means.
Is my flower ephemeral?
It certainly is. Flowers, maps, here.
My flower is ephemeral, and she has only 4 thorns to defend herself against the world. But I have left her there on my planet all alone. But maybe she'll be alright. She was confident about her thorns. So, which place would you advise me to visit next?
Oh, why? The planet Earth, of course. That's a very interesting place. Plenty of towns, rivers, mountains and sea to mark on my map. My.
So the little prince came here to Earth, which is much bigger than the other planets. Here, you can count at least 111 kings, 7,000 map makers, 900,000 businessmen, 7 million every drinker, and 311 million conceited men. That is to say, about 2,000 billion grown-ups. But he arrived here in the Sahara Desert in Africa. He couldn't see any people, so he thought he'd come to wrong planet. Then he met the snake.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What planet is this I come down on?
This is the Earth. This is Africa. There are no people in the desert. Why have you come here?
Well, I've been having some trouble with flower. Where are all the people? It's a bit lonely in the desert.
It's lonely among people too.
You're a strange creature, aren't you? Your body is so thin.
But I am more powerful than the greatest king on earth.
You can't be very powerful. You don't have wings. You can't travel about very far.
I can travel farther and send you farther than any ship can take you. And everyone I touch, they all go back to the place they came from. I send them back into the earth and dust. But you are so young and innocent and pure, and you came from a distant star. I feel pity for you. You are so weak in this huge hard world made of stone. I can help you. Someday, when you grow homesick for your planet, when you feel too sad to go back, when you feel too sad to live. I can.
Don't say anymore. I understand you very well.
After meeting the snake, the little prince climbed a mountain. He wanted to see the whole of this planet Earth. But there's nothing but sharp mountains and desert sand. He called out,
Good morning.
"Good morning, good morning.
Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you?
Be my friend. I am all alone.
My friend, I'm all alone, But all he heard was an echo. He thought, what a strange planet. The people have no imagination. They repeat whatever you say to them. On his planet, he had a flower, but she was always the first to speak. He thought his flower was unique, the only one of her kind in the whole universe. But then he came to a place where there were thousands of roses growing, and all of them looked exactly the same as his own precious rose. But she had told him she had the only one in existence. But here, there were thousands. He was very sad. And then he met the fox.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who are you?
I'm a fox.
Come and play with me. I'm so unhappy.
It's impossible for me to play with you. I'm not tamed yet.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But what does that word tame mean?
You don't live here, do you? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for people, human beings. What does tame mean?
People have guns. They shoot the guns. And then hunt for animals. It's a very shocking business. But they also keep chickens. I like chickens. Chickens? Are you looking for chickens too?
No, I'm looking for friends. What does tame mean?
It means to establish communication with someone or something.
To establish communication.
Yes, at the moment, you are nothing but a little boy. Just like thousands of other little boys. I don't need you, and you don't need me either. Do you? I'm nothing more than an ordinary fox. Just the same as thousands of other foxes. We don't need each other at all. But if you tame me, then we shall need each other. We shall have a special meaning for each other.
I'm beginning to understand. On my planet, there is a flower, a rose. Maybe she has tamed me.
That's very possible. Are there any hunters on your planet? Hunters with guns?
No.
Oh, good! Are there any chickens?
No, no chickens.
How disappointing. Oh well, nothing is perfect. My life is very dull, you know. All chickens and all people are the same. But if you tame me, the sun will shine into my life. The sound of your footsteps will have a special meaning for me. Other people's footsteps make me hide in the bushes. But your footsteps will be like music. Please, please, tame me.
If I tame you, can we be friends?
Of course! But you must be very patient. First, you must sit away from me and say nothing. Words cause misunderstandings, so don't say anything. But each day, you can sit a little nearer. And then after a few weeks, you will have tamed me.
The little prince tamed the fox, and they became friends. But when it was time for the little prince to leave, the fox was very sad.
I shall cry.
But I can't help that. It's your fault. You wanted me to tame you.
Yes, that's true.
But you are going to cry because I have to leave you.
Yes, I shall cry.
Then being tamed isn't any use to you at all.
Oh, but it is. It's wonderful to be tamed. Now I'm unique. Listen. If you go and look at all those roses you saw the other day, you'll understand that your own rose on your planet is a very special one indeed.
Yes, I understand. My rose is unique. She has tamed me, and I have tamed her. Yes, my rose is more important to me than all the other roses in the world, because I have watered her. I have put special screen around her to protect her from the cold, because she is my rose. Goodbye, Fox.
But, please. And now, I'll tell you a secret. A very simple secret. Listen. You cannot see things properly with your eyes. It is only with the heart that you can see things properly. What is most important is invisible to the eye.
What is the most important is invisible to the eye. Yes, I understand.
Your story is charming, my little man, but I don't have time. I haven't yet been able to repair my airplane. And moreover, we don't have any water left.
My friend, the fox.
Little man, this is serious, and it doesn't have anything to do with a fox.
Why not?
Because we haven't any water left. We'll die of thirst.
It's good to have a friend if you are about to die.
And we will die if we don't find any water soon.
Let's go and look for a waterway then.
In this desert? Impossible.
because of a flower that cannot be seen.
Yes.
The desert is beautiful because it hides a water well.
Yes, the stars, the desert, what gives them their beauty is something that is invisible.
I'm glad that you agree with my thoughts. Whoa, let me sleep. I'm tired.
Such a pleasure and treasure. What I see here is nothing but the shell. What is most important is invisible. What moves me so deeply about this little prince is his loyalty and his love for a flower. The image of a rose that shines through his whole being like the flame of a lamp. Even when he is asleep. I must go and look for some water.
I am your one and only love, far away on your planet above. I am your rose, dense and unique. I am my full thought, but my heart is trembling with fear. Soon you will bring me your mother's seed, but no one knows what will happen then. No one knows.
Wake up, my little man! I found the well! I've got some water! We're safe!
You people on Earth rush about in trains and airplanes, but you don't know what you are looking for.
Yes, we don't know what we are looking for.
But what you are looking for could be found in one single rose or in a little fresh water like this.
Yes, that's true. How cool and pure this water looks in the sunlight.
But the eyes are blind. We must look with the heart. You must keep your promise.
What promise?
You promised to draw me a muzzle for my ship, a muzzle to stop her hitting my rose. You see, I am responsible for my flower. Oh yeah.
Here's your muzzle. If your sheep wears this, it won't be able to eat your rose.
Now, you must repair your engine. I have something I must do.
Is this the place?
Not exactly. Over there, where I came down.
And that's the place you want to go back from?
Yes.
When?
Very soon, you will know the right time. You have good poison, don't you? Your bite is effective, isn't it?
My poison is good. You will fail. No.
Why are you talking with the snake?
I'm glad you repaired your engine. Now, you can fly back home.
How did you know I repaired my engine? I was just coming to tell you.
I too am going to back home today.
What's happening? Little man, You are trembling. Your heart is beating faster.
I have the ship you gave me. I have your ship in its box. And I have the muzzle for my ship to stop it eating my rolls.
Little man, you're afraid. What's the matter?
I shall be much more afraid soon.
My little man, you're too sad. I want to hear you laugh again. What is this business with a snake?
The thing that is important is the thing that is not seen. And now, let me give you a present.
Little man, dear little man, I love to hear you laughing like that.
That is my present, the sound of my laughter. The gift to you. Keep it always. In one of the stars up there, I shall be laughing. And when you look up at the night sky, all the stars laughing. You, only you, can have that laugh. You will be sad at first, but after that, you will be glad that we became friends. Please don't be here when the time comes.
I shall not leave you.
I look as if I'm suffering, as if I'm dying. It's better for you to keep away.
I shall not leave you.
It's because of Snake. He mustn't bite you as well.
I shall not leave you.
But Snake don't have enough poison for second bite. Perhaps it will be all right, but it will be very sad. I seem to be dead. But it won't be true. You understand, don't you? It's too far. I can't carry this body. I must leave it here, but I will be far away from my star. You know, my power, I am responsible for her. And she's so weak, she's so naive. She has 4 sons of no use at all to protect herself against all the world. Here he comes now. It's time. That's all.
And at night, I love to listen to the stars. They sound like 500 million little princes, all laughing. very strange thing. When I drew a muzzle for my little prince's ship, I forgot to draw a strap to tie it on with. The ship will never be able to use it. The prince will not be able to tie it on. So now I keep wondering what is happening on his little planet. Perhaps the ship has eaten the rose. But perhaps not. The little prince keeps a careful eye on his rose, and he watches over his ship very diligently. After all, he is responsible for his rose. So I needn't worry. Perhaps. This desert is the loveliest and saddest landscape in the world. It was there the little prince first appears on Earth, and then just disappeared. If by chance you happen to go there, please do not hurry on. Just stay a little while. And if the little man appears, who laughs and asks a lot of questions, you will know who he is. If ever this should happen, please send word to me that the little prince